Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very intriguing news in regards to Sony and in terms of their actual business acquisitions and trying their best to go and spend more money to grow their overall PlayStation Studio dev force, and as well the fact that we actually have some major numbers that Sony is planning on investing on into the growing ecosystem for the PlayStation 5. As well, we also have some pretty interesting news in regards to brand new big games such as Crash Bandicoot that actually got leaked too as well. Some pretty cool Resident Evil news and Assassin's Creed news too as well. So just a lot of little gaming focus too on top of this. As well, I just want to make a quick little side note too. I think I'm going to make this video before I make my video kind of talk about my mom. I'm not sure if you guys had a chance to see that or kind of like what my plans are going to be going for the day itself. But if you guys missed that, go check that out. I'm going to try my best to still be consistent with my upload schedule. I'm kind of consistent, try my best to help you guys get your consoles because I really am trying my best to help you guys out the best I can. But if there's any issues, small issues with that, I hope you guys don't mind and understand. If you guys need to see the whole picture or hear more about it, you guys can check out that video itself whenever it's done. I hope I don't, I'm doing this video before I upload that one, so hopefully I don't sound dumb. It's kind of sometimes scary to open up on YouTube. So a little quick side note of that, so I'm sorry about that. As well, when you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well. Link down below. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. You guys go get free stack, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. Leave a like on the video itself and leave your thoughts and comments down below too as well. And let's go dive on into some of these stories mixed on in today. So the very first big one we'll kind of set off to the wind down the weekend on is the fact that we're now seeing Sony and the PlayStation Studios go and do a lot more acquisition, which is usually a very nice sign to go and grow into more games, more game development, more game streamlining, and as well game more so production and fine-tuning, localization to other different countries, and just overall really good news. So let's go talk about this because we actually have a few more official statements from Hiroki Totoki in regards to their PlayStation press conference, which they kind of address into investors. We've kind of been covering that news a lot because a lot of little bits and pieces as they talk about it. So very good news. PlayStation Studios' recent acquisitions grew dev workforce by almost 20%, and then also huge as well, Sony does plan to continue investing too on top of this. So basically during Sony's quarterly conference call for investors and analysts, the chief financial officer Hiroki Totoki talked about the PlayStation business. And we also did talk about this earlier on today in regards to the fact that they want to go make as many consoles, that they're not going to be addressing and having to deal too much with the actual production, semiconductors and all this, and that they don't have any plans on changing their amount of consoles they want to make for this fiscal year. It was very good news. If you guys want to creep on that video, feel free to. But this one is more so instead of actually on the PlayStation restocks and making the consoles, developing the consoles, all of that, this is more in regards to them actually making the games, which is, I mean, the consoles are nice to have, don't get me wrong, but you also want to have the games to go play on the console too. So this is also equally, at least to me, as important. So as all throughout here, this is from Hiroki Totoki himself. We hear that the total gameplay time of PlayStation users in the quarter between July and September actually dropped on 17% year on year. But that would make sense too, 2020 versus 2021. The pandemic definitely changed. More people are more chilling, stuff like that. But yet the sales of add-on content did increase, which at the end of the day is a business. That's kind of what matters more. Sony interpreted this as a positive sign that the quality of user engagement has increased. The company expects user engagement to increase even further during the second half of this fiscal year, thanks to the launch of some major first-party games like Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Forbidden West, on top of some very good, strong third-party games. And of course, as well, we touched on this before, Sony is not changing their target for PlayStation 5 shipments for the whole year, which is over 15 million too. But of course, they still have to deal with some of those semiconductor and distribution plans and all that type of stuff mixed on in, which that's just been kind of happening in the background either way. And also too, they want to maintain them as much momentum we kind of talked about before. But now, that's all the new information. Later in the call, Totoki actually mentioned that by applying various measures, he believes that hitting the target mentioned above for the year is possible, despite the supply issues too, as we talked about too as well, mixed on in. So this is kind of the bigger stuff. Since the beginning of the fiscal year, the number of PlayStation Studios now has even increased. So this is just from this year alone, has now gone from 4 pretty big AAA studios now to 16. But on top of that too as well, the amount of developers included too is also increased by almost over 20%. And one of the even biggest things too to go and see, and I love seeing this talk when it comes to restocks, but also this is for just games coming. They also confirmed that Sony plans to continue to invest aggressively in its development capabilities going forward as well. And this is also kind of a big thing too to kind of ramble into. So when it comes to making games, you need people to make that games. You need the studios, whether for unique IPs or to develop their already outstanding IPs. Think, say, like Last of Us, the Silent Hills, you know, all that stuff. I know it's not technically their IP, but you know what I mean. Like, to make this stuff, you have to have people making sure, like, say, the multiplayer is good. If they want to have a multiplayer game, a multiplayer segment, you have to have people making the storyline. You have to have people doing the voice acting. You have to have people actually developing and making and coding the game, play testing the game, etc. So the fact that they have even more developers going up just kind of shows they want to put even more pressure into brand new AAA games. But as well, it also goes and shows that they are willing to invest to get better games and more games out there. And you can also see that too as well with the fact that they've increased their studios so far. And that's kind of been a big critique where everyone always says Microsoft has so much more money that they should be buying out every studio and making them exclusives and then they just win. But at the same time, like, PlayStation could just keep on making their own in-house studios and probably be fine as long as they keep on maintaining out a good production list and they have enough people actually making the games. So overall, I think this is really good news, the fact that they are willing to invest billions of dollars to make their PlayStation better, but as well also cool that they've actually done it, and it's not like just talking that we're going to do it, they have been doing it. So very, very nice to go and see, and hopefully it will lead to more pretty big AAA games. On the same topic of AAA games, there's actually been a new Crash Bandicoot game actually potentially too as well, which is very nifty to go and see. So we actually saw some pretty big things over here from Matt Romano, who was kind of a trusted leaker over here in regards to all this stuff, that there was actually supposed to be a Crash Bandicoot game supposed to be released as of even this October. And I'm sure you guys know it's Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone. But for an undisclosed reason, Activision probably changed their plan of the game's release. Probably all in regards to the earlier in this year Activision drama, and I'm sure that would definitely affect game sales too as well. And this actually does go and kind of confirm that this was pretty much meant to be done. The original Wumpa League game was supposed to be released as of October this year, and it should have been good, but before Activision changed the plans. Some of the things too as well, it was planned for PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. There was going to be some beta testing done in the summer with the game launching in October 21. Supposed to have 16 heroes and 13 maps at launch, and they're basically intrigued on this stuff, but it actually wasn't even that good. We've been hearing about this Wumpa League for a while, even I have too myself, but recently the rumors and speculation have dried up too as well, and this is the very first update for quite some time. There's a lot of really big Crash Bandicoot people out there that are kind of hyped up for this in the general too as well, and of course, as of now, Activision still hasn't really commented on any of this stuff in any capacity, but at the same time too as well, I'm sure we'll hear stuff in the near future, but as of right now, I'm sure you guys know Activision has been in shambles ever since that really, really bad legal stuff kind of came on out in regards to all the assaults going on too as well. It's just not fun to go and see, mixed on in. But as well, what a nice stuff all throughout the weekend. Resident Evil is actually expected to now go and receive a free DLC, which I love to go and see this because it was a really good game. I enjoyed it. I streamed it up on Twitch. It was a fun time. I'll definitely go follow the Twitch and Twitter if you guys want to, you know, all the usual sellouts as well. But when it comes to this stuff, it was a good game. So the reveal is actually buried deep in the company's most recent annual integrated report too as well. Basically, Capcom has now said that Resident Evil Village is set to receive a free DLC in the near future. News of the free DLC was published in the company's recent annual integrated report as part of a lengthy document, which looks back on the studio's year as a whole and also outlines its plans for the future. They also had their executive officer as well, Yoichi Egwawa, spoke briefly on the company's development strategy and how plans for Resident Evil Village would factor on into that too as well, which is very cool now to get to go and see. On top of this, we're actually seeing more free DLCs. And last but not least, on the big kind of gaming AAA news as well, besides our Sony news, Assassin's Creed Infinity is actually apparently not going to actually be a free-to-play game as well from all the Ubisoft leaks too on top of that. This has kind of been the really big game where Assassin's Creed Infinity would be more so kind of like evolving and perpetually changing as time goes on, and kind of is like what they want to do in the future of Assassin's Creed. Kind of think a good example, at least from what we've seen in terms of leaks and comments on it, is more on say like the GTA 5 open world, where they're like add new missions, add new stuff, change up the game, add things to go collect and farm for. That was like what we originally have seen in general, and I think a lot of people are saying this is very almost too ambiguous mixed on in. But Ubisoft did go and confirm during their second quarter earnings call on Thursday that this would not be the case. It's saying it's not going to be free to play, and this game will have a lot of narrative elements in it, which I think a lot of people were scared on the fact that that was just not going to be there in their certain games. It's going to be a very innovative game, but it'll have a lot what players already have in all the Assassin's Creed games, all the elements that they love to get them right in from the start, which is very nice to see because I think this game's going to be kind of cool. They even go in state saying it's going to be a huge game, but with lots of elements that already existed in the games that we published in the past. So all around, a lot of really cool news. I love seeing this. I love seeing the news of it, and I can't wait to go and play it. Give me your thoughts down below on all the stories over here. And as well, if you guys want to check out any of the other videos we made all throughout today, feel free to. I do appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well. Link down below. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. You guys go get free stack free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Always linked down below, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Love you guys.